Okay, welcome back. Uh, uh, Unfortunately, there was a problem connecting in Zoom in the second session, but I will explain again from the beginning what we have said during this session, especially for those oops. Okay. No, don't get it in the working. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is what we have said. Yeah, our session, this is the second part for subject-verb agreement. And we said that yesterday we have thought at the rule number 4. Today this is the rule number 5. He said that in the rule number 5, the subject joined by and or both and, the verb will be plural. As you can see here, the verb will be plural because here I'm speaking about two subjects, not only one subject. Look at this example. Bob and George. Okay, we can remove this. Bob and George are or is leaving. Here I have the okay, so yes, I was just reading the what I wrote on the board. Yes, we have here Bob and George in this example. Bob and George are or is leaving. I have here the connector is and. I use and to join them. And then the rule, he said that if it is connected with and, this means that I'm speaking about two subjects, which is Bob and George. So should I say use a singular or plural verb? I use, of course, a plural verb, supposed to be are, not is. Also, the second example, both Bob and George was or were watching TV. Now, I joined the two subjects with both and. So I'm speaking about the two subjects. Who are they? Bob, George. So I'm adding to them. This means that the verb should be singular, which is was, or plural, which is were. Yes, it's supposed to be were, the plural verb, because I'm talking about two subjects here. Okay. Rule number 6. Also speaking about the connecting or joining more than a subject with different connector. Subject joined by or nor. The verb will, yes, here you have to have focus. The verb will agree with the last subject or the closest subject to what? The closest to the verb. The closest to the verb. Look at the example here. Neither Bob nor George are or is leaving. This is the same example, but the meaning here is totally has changed. It has changed totally because I used neither nor. In the first example, when I said both Bob and George, so I will speak about the both of them. I meant Bob and George, both of them are leaving. Now, when I said neither Bob nor George are leaving, it means that not Bob and not George, no one of them is leaving. The connector here is neither nor, not neither only. Neither, that was another rule. I think it was the third rule, if I remember. And here he said that if we are using neither alone, so the verb will be singular. Neither Bob nor George, it means not Bob, not George. The rule said it will agree with the last or the closest subject to the verb. The last subject here is whom? It is George. This is the last subject, which is George. And George is also the closest one to the verb. He is singular, so the verb is supposed to be singular too. It will be is leaving. The second example, neither Bob nor his friends was or were sleeping. Again, I use neither nor to join the two subject, which is Bob and his friends. And the rule said that, yes, the last subject, which is his friends, and the closest one also to the verb, supposed to match with the verb. His friends is plural, so the verb is supposed to be plural, so the answer will not be was, it will be were. The answer will be were. Were sleeping. An example was or. Noor or his siblings are not at their home. Why did I put are? Because I have the connector is or, and the last subject is his siblings. It is plural. Meanwhile, it is the closest one to the verb, so it's supposed to match each other, agree with each other. Okay. Rule number 7. Collective nouns may be singular or plural. What the meaning of collective nouns? They are nouns that include groups of people in it. Like when we say army, the word army. Like when you say audience. Army, if I'm not referring to one person, of course, army, it has many people inside it who are soldiers and officers and so on. So the army is a collective noun because inside it, it has a group of people. Audience, the same thing. Audience, I didn't mean one person, I mean a group of people who attend a ceremony or attend a party or event. Class, when I mean class 9A or class 9B, I didn't mean that I'm talking about one person. I'm not talking about Muhammad Sabri, for example. I'm not talking about Hassan. No, I'm speaking about the whole class, who each one of them include 25 person. The same thing with club, committee, crowd, the flock. Flock is like group of things, walking, group, herd for animal, the jury, a group of judges who are judging an issue or a crime or something, orchestra, public, swarm, team, troop, and United States. Okay, how, Miss, can I decide whether it will be used as singular or plural? It depend on the sentence itself. Let's read the example. The example that the orchestra is playing a hit song. In this thing, I dealt with orchestra as a singular unit. I dealt with the orchestra as if it was a singular or as a one unit. That's why I use a singular verb is. In the second sentence, the orchestra were asked to give their musical background. Okay, where or was? I have in the sentence here, there. And there refers that I'm speaking about each individual in the orchestra. So I'm speaking as the orchestra as a separated individuals. That's why the verb should be plural, not singular. Here, orchestra, I'm dealing with it, is considered is considered as a separate individuals. As separate individuals. Okay, let's have the let's have an exercise. Okay. Yes, he asked you to circle the correct verb in each of the sentence below. Check your answer at the bottom. Okay, your answer at the bottom will give you the answer. Okay, the first one, Margot and her parents each space or blank each other often. Okay, should that be singular or plural? Now, look at I use what? I use and to join the two subjects. When I use and, okay, this means that the verb is supposed to be plural, so it will be visit. Visit each other. Okay, number 2, either the cups or the glasses are or is in the dishwasher. Either or. Either, this is I use either or. So we said or. This is the rule said that number 1, the last supposed to be the last subject, which is the glasses, and the closest one to the verb. Glasses is plural, so the answer, the verb should be plural too, so it would be are in the dishwasher. Vern and Fred needs or need a ride to work. What did they use to join? And. So the verb supposed to be plural, which would be need. Number 4, there space a dog, a cat, and a bird in the garage. Now, yes, of course, we have a group of things, and I have comma because there are less, and then finally I use and. So the verb supposed to be plural, of course. It will be are. There are a dog, a cat, and a bird. Okay, number 5, neither Matt nor his brother. I use neither nor. The rule said that the subject will follow the closest, the verb will follow the closest one, which is his brother, and the last subject, which is his brother. His brother is plural, beware. Number 6, here into the main ring of the circus come or comes the trained elephant. Here into the main ring of the circus come or comes. This verb should agree with which subject do you think? This verb should agree with which subject? Here into the main ring of the circus come or come the trained elephant. Who come or comes? The elephants. This is the subject. So the verb is supposed to be come. Plural. Either the workers or the boss. Yes, the last one is the boss and the closest one to the verb. Boss is singular, so it should be delivers. Should be delivers. The number 8, the committee works hard for better schools. So from the sense of the sentence, I'm talking about the committee as a unit or individuals as one unit. So one unit, so the verb is supposed to be singular, works. There's space, many things to do before the holidays. There is or there are many things. Yes, plural to are. The jury were pulled for their verdicts. I had there. So this means that I'm not talking about jury as it's a collective noun. I'm not talking about jury as a singular unit or one unit. I'm talking a jury as a group of people or judges who are in this jury. So the verb is supposed to be, yes, where. Number 11, here space the nails that you need for the project. The subject is nails, so the verb should be plural, are either Josie or Ellen. Our rule, yes, the closest one and the last subject, the closest one to the verb and the last subject, which is Ellen, singular, was. Ellen was here. The United States, a country of contrast. Am I using the United States, the collective noun? Am I using it here as a one unit, or I'm talking about the United States as a group of states? No, I'm talking about as it one unit, because he said a country. So it would be is. The United States is. Number 14, a magazine and a book laying on the floor. What did I use to connect or join the two subject and? So it's supposed to be plural, the verb should be plural, which is where. The last one, a family, space, occupied with their individual problem. A family also is one example. A family is one example of the collective noun, because a family I can refer to it as one unit, or I can use it a family that has a father, a mother, siblings. So return to the rest of the sentence. What do I have here? I have their. So this means that I'm not speaking about family as one person. I'm speaking about family as individuals. So it would be are. The answer, family are occupied with their individual problems. Okay. Back to the copybook. So the last rule, it was rule number collective nouns, rule number 7. Okay. Let's have rule number 8. In rule 8, he said expression of time. Or money, or measurement. Also, and way. Okay, all of them are usually singular. When the amount is considered one unit. This means that can I refer to them as plural? Yes. When the amount is considered one unit. Okay, show me an example. Sure. $5. So, what about them? Is too much. Why is too much? Didn't you say the dollars? Yes, that's right. But I refer to this as one unit, as if I'm saying this amount of money. This amount of money is too much. I'm dealing with $5 as if it was one unit. Another example. $10 days is not nearly enough. Shouldn't I say 10 days are not enough for me? Wait, here I'm dealing with 10 days as if it was one unit, and I'm saying this duration of time is not nearly enough for me. When can I use it as plural? Yes, like in this example, when you say there were $30 minutes, or you said for $5. count down. So here it depends on what are the way you are using those some expression. Are you referring to them as if they were the just amount of money, or are you referring to them that you are speaking about the $5 paper in paper one by one, or as referring to the 10 days that separated, not referring to them like the collective nouns, if you remember. Okay. Rule number 9. Some nouns are plural in form. Okay. But they are singular in meaning. Like what? Like what? Okay, like when you speak about the mathematics. When you speak about physics. When you speak about acrobatics. Gymnastics. Social studies. Statics, phonics, thesis, economics, news, what else? Yes, mumps. This is a disease, by the way. This is a kind of disease. All those words, it seems to you that they are plural in their form, but actually, when we use them as singular noun. So you can say mathematics are. Look at this example. Mathematics is an easy subject. Or physics is taught by Miss Erin. So here, although mathematics and physics informally seem that they are plural, but we deal with them as singular. That's why it takes singular verb. Okay, the last rule, and the easiest one, of course. Rule, okay, sorry. Yes, rule number 10. What does it say? It said that if we have two things like don't or doesn't, must agree with the subject. Let's have an example. Doesn't he know how to drive? I will yes, I will write yes the another one. They don't make movies like that anymore. Yeah. Here the subject is singular and the verb is singular do. In negative, doesn't. Here the subject is plural, they, so the verb in negative is in plural too, which is don't. Okay, let's have an exercise. Yes. Circle the correct verb in each of the sentences below. Mumps is or are one of the most uncomfortable diseases. Yes, we said mumps is one of the words that appears in form that they are plural, but we deal with them as a singular. So it would be, yes, mumps is. $100. Not a lot of money to some people. We are speaking about 1 unit now, not the papers. It said the amount of money, which is 100. So we'll deal with it as singular is. She's face look very well today. She is singular, so the verb would be singular too, doesn't. 20 minutes is paid the amount of time it takes me to get home from work. Number 4. 20 minutes. The amount of money, so of time. So I'm dealing with the 20 minutes, not as singular, separated minutes, but as the amount of time. So 1 unit is. The space seems so cold today. It is singular, so the verb is singular too, doesn't. Gymnastics, easy for Angela. Gymnastics, this is one word, a word that appears to be plural, but actually it's singular. We deal with it in form. It is plural, but meaning is singular. Gymnastic is. Interesting news. What sells our paper? News here is one of the words. Yes, we said it appears that it is plural, but it is singular, so is. A pound of cookies is pays about $1. A pound. Okay, number 8. A pound of cookies cost about $1. Should we use with cookies or a pound? No, we are dealing with a pound of cookies, amount. So it will be cost, singular. Yes, it's not the matter that cookies, yes, is plural, but I'm speaking about the 1 unit, which is a pound. They think they will win the game tonight. They, plural. So the verb will be plural to excellent, don't. For the people who said the answer, of course. He speak very well. So he is singular. The verb in negative is supposed to be in singular too, which is doesn't. He doesn't speak very well. Well, that's it. The end of the lesson and the last lesson in our quarter and in our year too, in the whole year too. Thank you very much. And inshallah, you'll find today you'll find like a homework for this lesson uploaded in the LMS. It will be the last homework, and then I will upload for you the revision sheet too in order to print it, to print the sheet and to start to answering it. Okay, anyway, thank you very much. Enjoy your day and good luck for you for your exams. Bye bye.